Let's go to our cartoonist corner this Thursday night. We're joined this week by the Australians Johannes Leek and the Daily Telegraph's Warren Brown. Thanks for joining us, both of you. I know with your cartoonist eye as well as your political brains, you would have looked on at King Charles. What am I doing? in Germany, all the finery, all the dress-ups, it's fantastic images. But I noticed the Republicans, Warren, are suggesting that when he's coronated, when he's crowned in May, this is going to be a big boost for the Republican movement in Australia. Do you buy that argument?
Well, it's sounding, Chris, like it's going to be sort of the voice to the monarchy, I guess. And I think Malcolm Turnbull, was forever saying that Australians are not really monarchists, they're Elizabethans, and once Queen Elizabeth II passes on, they'll throw it all into the weeds. But going back to, I feel a bit guilty here because I know Johannes can speak German, and my German, the only German, with King Charles speaking German before, the only German that I knew I got from Hogan's Heroes, which was something like Hogan. But if you, I reckon I should flick this. Look, sorry, going back to the question. Look, I don't know. I have to say, it was obviously a wonderful time to live through the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. I don't know where it's going to go now. We'll just see.
Yeah, look, I think when they televise the coronation, that'll boost the monarchy for a while, and I say that as a Republican. But yeah. I'm glad you reminded me that Johannes is a German speaker, because I'm going to play a clip of Prince Charles, and I want you, Johannes, to tell us what the King of England was saying.
Weiß nicht, wie ich Ihnen für Ihre überaus freundlichen Worte und für Ihre unvergessliche Gastfreundschaft.
Now, Johannes, did he say, damn those Australian Republicans? What did he actually say?
Look, I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed. His pronunciation is on point, and he was just listing the thank yous and saying he doesn't know how to thank everybody for their charming words and all the goodwill he's experience since being in Germany. So yeah, he knows how to butter them up pretty well.
I wonder if he speaks
like Kevin Rudd speaking Chinese.
I'm just wondering if when the king talks to his plants, whether he speaks in English or German. Hey Warren, I've got to get your thoughts on the Grand Prix. I know you're a great petrol head, but all sorts of controversy in Melbourne. $160 million of taxpayers' money to build these great facilities for the International Grand Prix circus.
Piffle, it's a drop in the bucket. You can never spend too much money on motorsport. That's what I say. In fact, I went to the Melbourne Grand Prix a few years ago, Chris, with your colleague Paul Murray, and I didn't actually get to see it because there was so much cigar smoke going around. I mean, he was puffing away so much, he made a Formula One fossil fuel engine look like a Tesla. But look, I love the idea of it. But interestingly, just coming back to the importance of motorsport, Eastern Creek in Sydney was the first time in Australia that a motor racing track was built and paid for by the taxpayer, and it was a very controversial thing. And in fact, in the very recent New South Wales election, in the electorate that I'm in Goulburn, Wakefield Park Raceway has been a big issue between Wendy Tuckerman and Michael Kilbro, the Liberal candidate, Liberal incumbent, and the Labor candidate, all over the Wakefield Park Raceway. So they're still not decided. There's only about 360 votes between them, but that's how important motorsport is to Australians. We're a great car-loving nation.
Well, one of the reasons that Stephen Marshall lost government in South Australia was undoubtedly because he scrapped the V8 race there. There's no doubt about it. Let's move on to our favourite serving president, Johannes, and I want to get your thoughts on this. This is a really intimate footage here because we've got a hot mic on the bloke who's with the president. There's an event he went to the other day, and it's just fascinating to listen to how much guidance and clarity he's trying to give Joe Biden as they walk up to the event.
Down here?
Yes, sir. Down the ramp. And we have people lined up on the left over here. Some union leaders and workers.
Hey, guys and ladies.
Your mark is going to be the blue one to the left.
How y'all doing?
You've got a blue mark, and that's okay.
I'll stand my blue mark, and then I'm going to say load each one of you.
Yes, sir. I'll help you get started.
I get to give orders.
Oh, Johannes said we're supposed to believe he's going to deliver world peace.
Unbelievable. A weekend at Biden's. That's what I call that. But yeah, when I saw it for the first time, I thought, I thought, look, we're going to talk about this, but I'm actually sort of going to go easy on Biden here, because I've always wanted to have somebody like that with me, whispering to me when I rock up to a barbecue or a party where I sort of half know people, and they can whisper in my ear and say, "This is so and so, this is so and so. You go stand over there, and you won't make a fool of yourself." I mean, I'm going to I'll give him a pass this time.
Yeah, be careful you don't double dip in the guacamole. You need someone like that, and they got someone riding Joe Biden's shoulder. Thanks for joining us, guys. Catch up next week.